If you're someone who's fine in the morning, have a lot of energy, and then crash in the afternoon and the evening and can't figure out why that keeps happening, then in this video, we're going to talk about what's actually happening inside your body and what you can do to start fixing it. So make sure you watch this video in full. I'm not sure if you can relate, but I've woken up with enough energy in the morning, and then once you hit that 1 or 3 p.m. mark, you start feeling like your brain is going foggy, you can't think straight anymore, your eyes are heavy, and you basically survive in coffee. This was my routine for many days. I used to have to survive on coffee or energy drink. I used to drink almost one or two or three a day just to get through the day, and it was very difficult if I wasn't doing that. So let's look at the common advice that everyone gets. And I'm not sure about you, but I've gotten the same advice over and over again, which is sleeping more, to stress less, and to eat better. Even though I followed that advice, it didn't do a lot for me until I figured out what's happening inside my body. So let's look at what's actually happening. Your body runs on fuel. That fuel is something as simple as natural glucose or sugar from the food that you eat. And when you're low on glucose and you're not getting enough fuel in your body, that's where you experience this crashes. So imagine you drinking just coffee at the start, and then you have such good high energy, and then all of a sudden your energy dips really fast. Well, first thing, what's happening with coffee and energy drinks, it is artificial energy, so it's not really giving you the natural energy that your body produces naturally. It's giving you a temporary boost in energy just to keep you going. So these are some factors which could be draining your fuel. If you're someone who skips breakfast or is eating too late, I remember I used to wake up really late and I didn't really have much to eat in the morning. So I'm rushing to the office and not getting enough food first time in the day. As they say, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, which is so true. And a lot of people are adopting the fasting mentality right now, which is it saves them time. And they do feel a lot clearer and better because of fasting. But over the long haul, that ends up damaging your adrenal glands, which are really responsible for that artificial energy that you're getting from coffee and fasting. Because you're running empty, your adrenal glands have to push tons of adrenal inside your body so you can maintain alertness and be present. But when that happens over and over again, and the adrenal glands start compensating, just because of the temporary boost, you end up crashing over and over again. And this repeats every single day. The second reason is going too long between the meals. So if you're someone who eats only 2 or 3 times a day, you're probably going more than 4 or 5 hours between each meal. And that is honestly putting a lot of pressure on your adrenal glands. So if you bring in some healthy snacks to snack on in between those meals, you're going to support your body a lot better and keep it running. Third one is coffee on empty stomach. Now, I've been guilty of this. First thing in the morning is I reach out and go for coffee. And what it really does, it does give you the temporary boost in energy that you need. But like I said, it's only temporary until you start feeling tired all the time, until your brain feels scrambled and foggy, and it doesn't really do you any good on the long run. So you ultimately want to have some sort of food like a piece of fruit or a smoothie just before you have your morning coffee so you're not left with adrenal stress. And fourth one is chronic stress. So if you're someone who has possibly a stressful job or life, you'll probably experience a lot of factors related to stress that does affect your nervous system and ultimately to have more crashes throughout the day as well. Let's talk about the most abused substance, which is coffee. Now, don't get me wrong, I love coffee myself and I love enjoying a bit of coffee. But what happens every time you drink 3, 4, 5 coffees a day, which I see other people doing, is they eventually start wearing out their adrenal glands and having adrenal stress. This causes you to temporarily have energy just to get you through the day, but then you experience more frequent crashes, you experience tiredness, fogginess a lot more often, and this cycle just continues over and over again, year on year, and it just can get worse. So there's three simple things you can start doing this week. Eat within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. Like I said, don't leave the house without eating something, even if it's a piece of banana, piece of fruit, just to get you going for that day. You will notice a lot of difference. The second one is don't go more than 2 or 3 hours without eating anything. Like I mentioned, you don't want to have too big of gaps between your meals. So having something simple as like an apple, a banana, or a few dates laying around, that's really going to start helping your body produce natural energy and keep you going until your next meal. And the third one is find out when you crash generally in the afternoon, and then you can have a small meal, and then you can have a small piece of snack just before then, so you end up not crashing and hitting the wall. So just to summarize it, the afternoon crash is just a signal. It's your body's really speaking to you. Your body's telling you what it really needs. If you start listening to it, if you start giving your body what it wants, you're going to also start improving your energy levels and start feeling better as well. If you want to dive a bit deeper into this, I do have a free 7-day reset, which is a mini course that I've created. It's inside my free school community. There'll be a link in the description below. Feel free to try it out, and I'll see you next time.